Hey folks, Crazy Clamorady here again. Hope you had a great weekend, and this time we're going to look at game number 16 in our 20 from 1988 series. This is a racing game created by Taito, and this is a pretty cool game. Pretty cool idea, but it's really difficult. You are two cops in a car trying to catch perpetrators, and this is called Chase HQ. There were two different cabinets. There was a stand-up and a sit-down cocktail one, or a cockpit one. You had a steering wheel, high-low gear shift, a gas pedal, and a brake. And I do not recommend ever using the brake. The reason why is that the perpetrators are trying really hard to lose you, and they can. If you get to the tight turns in this game, just lay off the gas. But there will be forks in the road on each stage, and the game will tell you which direction to take, and that is the best one to take to get to the perpetrator faster. The perpetrator has just been guilty of some sort of crime, and they're trying to get away. And you need to catch up with them. You have a certain amount of time to catch up with them, and once they are in your sights at least, then you will get a new timer. And you need to bash into them enough, run into them enough to cause enough damage to force them to pull over. And then you have completed the mission. If you do not bash them enough times or reach the perpetrator or see the perpetrator within the allotted time, your game will end. You can choose to continue, and if you do, you better do it pretty darn quick, because the perpetrator will start to get away faster and faster the longer you take to continue. Something I need to pass on is that, or maybe I already did, when you reach a tight turn, just lay off the gas. Don't use the brake. You'll just slow down too soon. If you slam into something hard enough, like something on the side of the road, then you will spin out in place, and you will need to switch to low gear real quick.
This is Nancy at State's headquarters. We've got an emergency here. Ralph, the Idaho slasher, is fleeing towards the suburbs. The target vehicle is a white British sports car. Over.
Gotcha, Nancy.
I love the dialogue in the cutscenes. It's so awesome.
Giddy up, boy.
And the dialogue during the game. Nancy is your dispatcher, and she tells you about your missions upcoming. And then after you've caught a perpetrator, then there is additional dialogue as you put him in cuffs. Now there was a fork in the road that we needed to take. The game will show an arrow indicating which way to go, and even though this is off-road, this is the direction you want to take that is faster to the perpetrator. Sometimes Nancy is a little critical of your skills.
Nancy, we got the suspect.
And there's the suspect.
Let's get moving, man.
And now you see a new meter appear on the left. You have 3 turbos.
More. Push it more.
Make sure to use them all, because that perpetrator will really try to get away from you. Now you try to fill up this meter on the left by bashing into the perpetrator enough times. And once it is red, you have just about hit him enough times to make him pull over. Try not to hit the civilian cars. They will slow you down, especially when you're just trying to nail that perpetrator. Now, you're trying not to hit the civilians, and they're not trying to get hit by you, but it just seems like they're always in your way.
Okay. You're under arrest on suspicion of first-degree murder.
I love the dialogue in this game.
This is Nancy at State's headquarters. We've got an emergency here. Carlos, the New York armed robber, has been spotted in a yellow sports car on the freeway. Over.
Gotcha, Nancy.
That's a ham radio frequency that she's talking to you on.
Let's go, Mr.
But there are 5 missions, and yeah, each one has a fork in the road, and the game will tell you which direction to go. Follow those directions. There will be a chopper overhead, and that is your ally. They're telling you a little bit about the perpetrator, so that they're not going to like drop bombs on you or anything, so don't worry about that. There is a bonus given for each car that you pass, and it increases by 200 each time. And if you slam into a car, then it has to reset. But slamming into those cars certainly slows you down. Yeah, use your turbos. Use them all. You'll get 3 new ones with each mission. Because sometimes there will be little things to run into. You'll see an arrow appear over the perpetrator, which is really helpful because you'll have all sorts of civilian vehicles in your way. They're not trying to get in your way, but they just seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You get lots of points in this game. Holy cow. The high score list is in the millions. And we're going to use one of the turbos. Whoops. Crap. Try to avoid those civilians, like I said, at this point when you're trying to bash the perpetrator. That will cost you some time bashing into the civilians. This game is so damn hard. I'd seen this in arcades for sure, though. It was very popular. Had a lot of sequels. And oh, I just got him in time. You slow down super quick when you get down to 0 seconds.
Okay.
So I got him just
You're
in time.
under arrest on suspicion of armed robbery and murder.
They'll show you putting the cuffs on, or they'll show you holding him in place.
Nancy at State's headquarters. We've got an emergency here. A gang of Chicago pushers are fleeing towards the suburbs. The target vehicle is a German sports car. Over.
We read loud and clear. Over.
There were follow-ups by the name of Special Criminal Investigation, Super Chase Criminal Termination, Chase HQ2, and there were spin-offs like Crime City and Quiz HQ. Ah, damn it. Yeah, those civilian cars just seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they get right in the way.
Giddy up, boy.
We will look at the alternate paths a little bit later on, but yeah, sometimes you go off-road a bit. Like I said, do not use the brake, or I would not recommend it. I'm not a great game player at this, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't like to use the brake. I would just cut speed at the corners, and if you slam into something, shift into low gear and then into high gear once you reach like 200 kilometers per hour. Same as the start of a mission. Start in low gear and then shift to high when you get to 200 kilometers per hour, close to it. Whoops, damn it! All these civilian cars get in the way. Damn it! Yeah, they will definitely slow you down when you're trying to bash that perpetrator. I love the dialogue. Oh man. I'm out of turbos. Well, I didn't complete this mission, but we'll see snippets. Oh, we'll see me complete the rest of the game. Ah, damn it. Not gonna make it. But yeah, if you run out of time, you can continue. But the quicker you do it, the sooner you can reach the perpetrator. If you take too long, they're gonna get way far away. So you can see a distance meter at the top right. And
You're a mediocre driver, brother. See you later.
and you can see a sort of a radar screen on the right side of where the perpetrator is and where you are. And if you fail to continue, you will see a map of the round you left off on. You don't get a ton of time to put in your initials. It's better to cycle through the letters moving to the right instead of to the left, because there's a lot of characters you have to go through first. Characters and numbers. And I ran out of time. I couldn't put in my letters right, so I really should have gone to the right instead of to the left. Yeah, you score a lot in this game. There is a bonus for passing cars that starts at 200, and then the next car you pass is 400, and the next one after that is 600, and then 800, and then 1,000, etc., etc. But if you crash into a civilian car, then the bonus counter restarts. I like this little notice from the chief of police that kind of tells you about your mission or whatever. But we'll see me pick up where I left off, or actually you can continue here. And you get to carry over your score, which is nice. But we'll scoot forward a little bit and see me busting the perpetrator. Whoa, run out of time. There we go. Once the meter is full of red, then that's it. They will have to pull over. And you'll swivel your car in the way.
Okay. You're under arrest on suspicion of selling drugs.
This is Nancy at State's headquarters. We've got an emergency here. The LA kidnapper is speeding towards the outskirts of town in a blue two-seater. Over.
Gotcha, Nancy.
Games,
Hold on, man.
games did not hold back in the depiction of drugs, of murder and whatnot by this point in arcades. Yeah, that chopper is your friend, so don't worry about it. Yeah, you can still beat stages or missions early on if you take the wrong path. Like maybe the first couple stages, maybe. After that, you better take the right path. Stupid civilians.
Nancy at State's headquarters. You keep putting around like that, time to run out. Over.
Screw you, Nancy. I think I put on an infinite time cheat here. I also put on infinite turbos. Yeah, use up your turbos. If you've got the perpetrator like right in front of you and you lay on the turbo, you might be able to nail him with several hits right in a row. Oh man. That's the dialogue I remember most from this game is, oh man. But yeah, when you're to prevent smashing into something and spinning into place because you're making tight turns, just lay off the gas a little bit. There we go. Force this guy to pull over. Yeah, if you run out of time,
Okay. You're under arrest on suspicion of kidnapping.
Yeah, if you run out of time, as long as you've forced him to pull over, you'll still
This is Nancy at
pull him
base
over.
headquarters. We've got an emergency here. The Eastern Block 5 from Washington is fleeing towards the suburbs. The target vehicle is unknown. Over.
Gotcha, Nancy.
Yeah, now we're on the final stage, stage 5. Yeah, just lay off the gas on tight turns. Don't bother using the brake, or at least I don't like to. Damn it.
Giddy up, boy.
Yeah, I think I first saw this at a nickel arcade.
Get a move on, buddy.
I didn't really play it then. I was never good at racing games, but this one is definitely worth checking out. I love the dialogue in this, and the cutscenes after you bust a perpetrator. And I don't think there was another game
Leave it to us, Nancy, baby.
at the time that you bashed into a perpetrator's car to make them pull over. I don't remember that being in games at this point. I don't remember if I'd seen the other games in this series in the arcades. Quiz HQ was Japan only, I believe, and it was it had characters from Chase HQ, but it was a trivia game. This had a number of home console ports. I think there was like a Sega Master System one, maybe a Sega Genesis one. I never played the home ports. And I've only played Chase HQ, the arcade game, in more recent years. But I do remember coming across it a number of times. Yeah, anytime you have to spin out, switch to low gear and then to high gear shortly after. And there we forced them to pull over, and this will be the ending of Chase HQ.
Okay. You're under arrest on suspicion of espionage and first-degree murder.
You get a bonus for time remaining, and maybe for cars passed, and then a special bonus
This
for
is Chase Special Investigation Chief.
busting the perp.
I want to congratulate you on a great job. I hereby record your heroism and will remember it for a long time to come. For completing 5 missions without a flaw, bless you, perfect chaser.
And that is Tony Gibson and Raymond Broady, the officers in the vehicle that you drive. And here's the ending credits for Chase HQ. I like this game. It's really frickin' hard. So easy to bash into the civilian cars and lose time. Hey boys, you been working out? Hey, you like that, huh? That's what they're gonna be doing to you in prison. But this was Chase HQ, created by Taito. This is game number 16 in our 20 from 1988 series. Hope you all had a great weekend. And I hope you have a great next weekend, Memorial Day weekend. And we will look at me taking the other fork in the road, or the alternate path, in just a little bit, but I'll put in my initials. But yeah, it's best to go to the right when you're putting in your initials so that you have enough time to put them all in. And I kept going to the left here, but I did for the last one, so I had just enough time. This was Chase HQ by Taito, and there were, like I said, other games in the series. I don't think I've played any of the other ones. I played a little bit of Quiz HQ a long time ago. It was, I think it was,
Where you going, man?
yeah.
That
He even says, "Where are you going, man?" Definitely follow the arrow. Sometimes there will be like little dust bins or trash cans or something, or crates or boxes or something that you can slam into if you take the wrong path.
Where you going, man?
But yeah, we will see the other path on each stage. I really like this game, but yeah, it's really tough. Yeah, if you spin out in place, oh boy, have fun trying to catch up to the perpetrator. But shift into low, and then shortly after shift into high.
Where you going, man?
This is definitely deserving of a place on a whole bunch of Taito Classic compilations. This is a cool little game. But yeah, don't be don't be intimidated by that helicopter. They're your ally. And use your here's your turbos. You get 3, and you're likely gonna need them all. But it's best to be like right behind the perpetrator when you use at least one, so you get multiple hits on him.
Great.
Yeah, spinning out in place like that really hurts your timer.
Where you going, man?
I just wanted to show you the alternate paths. Yikes! And note that the roads reconnect. Well, that was Taito's Chase HQ, game number 16 in our 20 from 1988 series. I thank you for watching, and I hope you join me soon for game number 15. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye, folks.